Okay, welcome back. Thank you to everyone who subscribed. We just hit 1K. We did it so quickly in like 4 or 5 months. So yeah, thank you to everyone who subscribed. If you haven't already, please do so. And the top comment on the last video is to make like a dark sample. So I'm gonna break one down today. Let's get into it. First of all, I started off with this bell, just a simple 2-chord progression. Yeah, no, I'll play it without any effects. So then I reversed that and chopped it up a little bit, took some parts out, and it sounds like this. So the effects I added on this, I added quite a few. J37, I've used this preset before, it's super fire. Real ADT, which kind of gives it like a phased flanger kind of effect. Harmonizer, just brought it down to 0.9, which is 2 semitones. EQ, cut out the lows and some of the mids and some of the highs. And then a delay as well, just to kind of give it more bounce and stereo image. And that sounds like this. So next I went into Addictive Keys. I wanted to just put some depth behind the bell and use the same chords. So I found this Electric Noir preset. And then just did the same chords. I added a few notes here, but I'll play that without any effects. So the effects on this, I added quite a heavy reverb because I wanted to really drown it out, put it in the background. Delay, again, quite a heavy delay as well. With the EQ, as you could hear in the without any effects, it had this kind of vinyl effect, which is cool, but I thought it was a bit too much. So I kind of tried to EQ quite a lot of that out. So a lot of the lows and some highs as well. Then I opened up another Addictive Keys and found this Crystals preset. I wanted to do a lower kind of, again, like a Rhodes type sound. Same chords, I just didn't do the high notes or anything. And without any effects, it sounds like this. So I cut out the lows with the EQ. I added, again, J37, the same preset, and ADT again, and then I added reels. I left a little bit of the motor noise just so that's in the background. And I turned up the wow flutter because I wanted it to be kind of really like, what's detuned. So far, the bell and both the Addictive Keys sounds like this together. So after that, I added a bass, just following the bass notes, and then I wanted to copy those high notes to really emphasize it with the bass. So I did the G and the F sharp here, which leads down to the E. And I did a couple of slide notes here as well. I think it sounds cool. I wanted to really make this a big bass, so I added a decapitator mid-side to and push the side up just so it's a nice and wide sound. And then the EQ, cut out some of the lows just because you don't need them in there. Yeah, and it sounds like this. So again, I wanted to emphasize these notes coming down. So I added another sound, it just copies those, just those notes, not the chords. And yeah, I didn't really add any effects to it, it just sounds like this. So the final element that I added was like this arpeggiated synth hit type thing that I put at the beginning. When each chord hits, this hits as well. So I added like quite a heavy delay, and then EQ. Yeah, it just sounds like this. It just really adds something, I think. So that's all the elements, and altogether they sound like this. So that's all the elements of the sample. I think if we added any more, it might be too much. So the only problem is we're like filling lots of the space and there's not too much room for the artist. So in terms of the structuring, this could be like the intro, all the parts that I've just shown you. And what I've done is added a halftime on the master channel. So where I've taken out the bass as well for this part. So this is where the producer can put the drums in, and it's just a lot more space for the artist and the producer to do, you know, what they want to do with it. So the final thing I've done is added a Waves sound shifter just to the master, and I brought it down 2 semitones just to make it a bit lower. Okay, so that's the sample. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, please like, please comment, tell me what you want to see next. I'm always open to suggestions. That's why I ended up doing this one, because that was the top comment. So yeah, let me know what you want to see, and see you next time.